I was kind of in and out, in and out. I noticed something, or what I thought were the kids. I felt that they got in the bed, sat down next to me, and then started just, um, soothing me. I have soothed them with the eyebrow thing. I always have done that for them, but I was like, this is kind of strange. Why are they on the bed soothing me? So I opened up. So the bed indented right next to me, and then you had the stroking of my eye, or not my eye, my eyebrow, and so I looked up and I noticed this beautiful, beautiful being, beautiful woman. It was absolute beautiful woman. Like you could see her, but you couldn't. You could see her, but she wasn't in like how do you explain it? Like she was kind of in and out,
Right.
in and out,
Color?
and
Like full color view?
yeah, yeah, no, like 3D, but transparent, like a transparent
Right.
3D being. And she just exuded this love. And she, my first mind to mind speak that I recommend or that I recall, basically said that the next few years, next 10 years are going to be one of the hardest 10 years that you will have to go through. But
Right.
in the end, is you'll be thankful that you pushed through and persevered, but you're gonna go through some trials and tribulations and extreme pain. But this is the man you'll marry, and you guys are meant to do this together. And I
No
was like,
shit.
that's yeah. So she's at the end of the bed now, and then she she took her hand, her arm, and she kind of went over there and showed this, this will be your husband. And then as soon as she as soon as she said that, she like went into this little ball and just took off. Where the 3D
Crazy.
person, it just like this, like the ball of light, and just took off.
Did she seem familiar in any way?
She felt familiar.
Mm.
She didn't look like I didn't recognize her. Like I knew her from her being felt very, very familiar. Like
Wow.
that was part of being home, and that's why
Cool.
I wasn't terrified. Because otherwise, I would have been pretty terrified.
Right.
Yeah. So that had happened, and then the next 10 years afterwards, I ended up being diagnosed with trigeminal neuralgia. It's called the suicide syndrome. So
No.
most people who get it commit suicide because there's no pain in this world worse than that.
Never
And
heard of
it,
this.
oh God, and it was atypical, so it was on both sides of my face. So a wind could hit my face and it would take me down to my knees.
What?
It's like, have you ever had a bad toothache?
Yeah.
Okay. Multiply that by 100,
Oh
but be in
no.
your tongue, your lips, your nose, your eyes, your whole side of your face.
What the hell? How does that come about and how common is it?
Well, I think it's becoming more common now with all this crap that they're putting out
Well,
here
they
in
got a name
the
for it. It's common.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, they were telling me that it was incurable. There's nothing they could do. You'll just have to deal with it. And they gave me tons of this death drug called gabapentin. It was horrible. I gained 100 pounds on that thing,
Shit.
and I was able to lose it afterwards, though. But it was a very, very trying time, and it took me everything I had to work to take care of the kids, family, and still move on while dealing with that horrible pain. And I'm talking it's horrible. And pain medicine doesn't do any. It doesn't do
Oh my
anything
god,
for it.
that is nasty.
Yeah. So then I ended up getting my husband found a doctor who suggested another screening, a T3 scan, and they were able to find three offended vessels that were being squeezed. The trigeminal nerve was being squeezed constantly, so they were able to drill through the back of my head, open it up, and then tape up the offending, uh, vessel, you know, the
Gotcha.
offending where it was being squeezed.
No
You know,
shit. And that's what it was.
yeah, it was,
Oh my
yeah, and
god.
I mean, lightning pain. I mean, to the pain, like you couldn't, you couldn't do anything. It was horrible.
So the
But
majority of
anyways,
other doctors and medical places would probably just want to give you a whole shit pile of pills instead for as long as they
well,
could, right?
they did. I was on 3,700 milligrams of gabapentin every single day
Even though they
until,
knew it wouldn't do shit.
yes, exactly.
Ugh.
I call it the devil's drug because it's horrible. It's horrible. But anyways, I ended up having surgery and then off medication the day after. Complete off medication. So that's when I started doing the deep dive.
Thank
Where,
God you got off that shit and you didn't turn into a drug addict like everybody else
yeah,
does from that system.
absolutely.
Holy
I
shit,
don't.
you're lucky.
I haven't been to the doctor since.
No doubt.
I will. I will never ever. Centralized medicine is not something I agree with at all.
I don't go.
Yeah, at all. In fact, I started the ivermectin thing last week because of your show.
Yeah, we take it every once in a while. We don't take it on schedule. We just like, all right. I can't remember. Well, I was sick maybe last year, but I'm just saying, yeah. My gut says, my gut makes every decision. My gut screams, go
Yeah,
take that shit. No problem. Do it.
yeah. It's just well, it's crazy. But that was in 2019, and so that's right before the COVID bull crap happened.
Wow,
And
timing.
then, oh God, well, that timing was it. It was needed, and now I know why we went through the COVID. It was actually to to wake up people's eyes. It was to wake up their souls and to have them remember, is what Miniev said. It was, I mean, I was so pissed off with everybody during that time because everybody was wearing the masks. You had people driving around with masks on their face in the car by themselves.
They still do.
Yes, exactly. And then my work, I worked for a nonprofit, was in the corporate side of nonprofit, which I'll never do again.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not all nonprofits, but there are some people that really ruined it for a lot of people
Oh,
and
yeah.
just put that a money scheming bullshit. But yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyways, yes. So
The
20,
devil's having a free for all right now, I'll tell you what.
yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, and that's what Miniev had said. He's like, um, how he explained it was since day one, since day of conception, since we're on this planet, especially now, and it's happened over and over and over and over and over. But they've tried to dumb us down forever.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Who are you talking to? Who's talking to you?
Minyav is the guy, the ancient one.
All right, so we're going to have to build up to that.
Okay. Okay. Well, anyways, okay, so going back a little bit. So 2019, I had my surgery. 2021, Minyev, yeah,
Bev, V on the end.
yes. And I don't know how to spell, I didn't ask him how to spell it, so
Sure.
I only could spelled it the way I could understand it.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, and the thing is, I did feel like I've known him. Like I didn't feel fearful at all. It was just like after the first initial shock, it kind of wore off, and then his image started getting clearer, and I would see these multifaceted, long hairs that were like glowing, but they also had amber, reds, yellows, browns, and it was beautiful, like beautiful hair, like well done, beautiful hair. His jawline didn't have, he had hair underneath his chin, but he didn't really have hair on the rest of his face. It kind of on this side and on this side. And then he had a round shaped head. It wasn't cone or anything like that. And he had this deep set eyes with this bridge. He kind of looked like a Native American, a giant Native American.
Wow.
Like, his face was beautiful. His eyes were shimmering, but they were like amber, and they had specks of green and yellow in it. And it was just, and I'm looking at him, I'm looking at every little inch of him. He speaks to me in my mind, and he says, "My name is Minyev." And I'm like, "Okay, where are you from? What's happening?" And I said, "How are you from? Are you from the good guys? Are you from the light?" And he says, "Yes, I am from light. And this is how you'll feel the next time I come, or when I come around. You'll feel this feeling that you're feeling." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then as he's speaking, and this is kind of hard to explain because when it has happened, it's like he'll start linear, like he'll show me pictures and images on a time lane, and then as he's going in, and I'm kind of getting in and into the pictures and the sensations and the smells, he kind of sped it up, and where I could see everything all at once and experience everything all at once,
Holy shit.
which has happened to me once before,
It's got to be
and that was
overwhelming.
after. It's pleasantly overwhelming, but trying to explain exactly what you see, because there's so many images were that was like flooding my, and I was going through them and going through them, and I would understand as each image went past, but you were seeing everything all at once. And I
It's kind
think,
of like trying to tell somebody a dream and you just can't tell them the dream, but you can see
no,
it vividly.
you can see it. You can see it. And he was showing me pictures of not pictures, but videos and smells. And he was saying that his tribe, the tribe that he come from, are known as the Ancient Ones, and that the Ancient Ones were pre-human somehow, that they were here before the humans, and that they were peaceful people. They were like gentle giants. They were here to serve a purpose. Like they were here for the earth. They were here to live cohesively with the earth and to keep her balanced as she keeps them balanced, and that and he showed me that, yeah, our creator are the same creator. God to us is their creator, so it's the same creator for both humans and the pre-human, which is called the Ancient Ones. Am I rambling too much?
No, let her rip. I'm following you. Easy.
Okay. So he was showing me that, and that they lived throughout this earth, but as well as other planes of existence or planets of existence that we're not familiar with or have access to right now.
But they're near
But
us?
yeah, it portals away. They're it's like you could walk through this portal and you'd be there
Sure.
instantly.
So what do you think? Do you think these other places, which I am absolutely convinced exist, now how far away, like, I mean, like, I don't know, let's just say we had a nuclear exchange on Earth. Would it affect where this place is?
I think I think it would. I mean, anything like that would. I think that's why they shut off the nukes every time they try to turn them on.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, because it destroys not just this plane of existence, but throughout each,
I get it. I get it.
planes. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But so he and they were living peacefully and unbothered by really anything. I mean, they still had things that they had to deal with, but he showed me this group of beings that came and imprisoned the ones that they could catch through energy weapons, through kind of like the ones that we have that were what's it called, the focused energy weapons, where you could paralyze someone just by a frequency that is sent out.
No shit.
It's actually the government does it. They just did that to, was it the one is failure or something.
Well, they just cleared a protest or something a little while ago with it.
Yeah, well, they've
So,
been doing.
did he show you these other beings? Anything that a picture
Yeah.
of them? Any description at all?
Well, I hate saying this because I don't want to look like a lunatic.
Doesn't matter. You're not.
But they were humanoids. They were humanoids, but dark eyes. But they also showed me, and this is like the typical thing, but variations of the gray, the typical grays.
No shit.
He showed me a couple other things, but I don't know if I feel comfortable. Like,
Just please do it. I'm with you. You're in your safe place. Trust me. You found your people. It's okay.
well, I don't know. I hate
Is there a
even saying it.
do you think these reptilian things that everybody's barking about, who are the source of all darkness and control of the governments, do you think they're a real being?
I think they are, because
Okay.
that's what I saw.
All right.
And he showed me, yeah, it was not a good sight. And where he showed me that they were, and they're different places. Hold on, I gotta hold this up. But underground, he showed me a facility underground that had these disgusting, and I think they're who's in charge. Satan is in charge of all that stuff, right? That's how I
Absolutely.
believe. And I think they're just carry out his demands and wishes. And I think they've lost lots of their soul connectivity, that they are just falling in line and doing what they're doing. And of course, you've got the ones that really enjoy it or whatever. But they were showing me that they were the ones that were imprisoning them, the ancient ones, and they showed me this. I don't like getting dark, but they were showing me like dismembered body parts, and that were to me, they either was off on a different planet, or it looked like he was underground because it was really moist. You could smell the
Decay.
disgusting death and decay, and it was like really damp.
Hell.
And they were just like plopping them up on these these bins, and you'd see that it was just awful. It was just awful.
Hell.
It was awful. Yeah, but that's exactly. But so he was showing me that they were transported underground. They were transported throughout a different part. I don't know where, but another planet, and they were forced to be laborers, and they were forced to be like the heavy lifters. But then also they were manipulated and altered. Their their special gifts, the things that that's part of what they were looking for, so that they could turn it on themselves and have these energy weapons so they can
Shit.
utilize all that, is what I was shown. And
Right.
it's my level of understanding. But and as that happened, more generations that were apart from the great ones and separated, the further declined they got, the less they remembered about who they are and
Just
where
like
they're
us.
from. Exactly. And that they were brutalized, and that they were treated very, very, very poorly. And some had gotten away. Majority of the ancient ones that got away they're still all around. Their lineage is still from. They still have that remembrance. These other guys are different variations, because what they would do is they would alter their DNA, and they would, excuse me, try to crossbreed them into different beings to weaponize them.
It's making sense from what we've had witnesses come forward with.
Right. Well, I mean, you see what I'm saying? Just can't tell anybody it's. You see how deep this is? This is just not. This is
But it has to be. From what we've been learning from each other for I don't know how many years now, and how many thousands of eyewitnesses. I mean, it has to be huge.
Yeah. Well, it's bigger than we could ever known, and
It has to
he
be.
is. Yeah, but he has shown me that each time zone, like our history, as he's speaking this, are showing me that our history, the ones that we've been taught, the ones that we're supposed to like, they force feed down us. It's not it's not true history, and that there's so many different beings and God.
Well, we've been learning that. We've confirmed that for ourselves quite easily.
Right. I mean, just even with the science, he said that, they altered the science to fit the narrative, so that the science that we know and learn is complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit.
Yeah,
But they
easy
give
to
you
see.
a little bit of the truth, and then they fill you with the rest with lies.
Easy to see.
Yeah, and that they did have free energy, and that the energy was, wasn't the energy that they were able to have then didn't alter our planet. It wasn't harmful for her.
Gotcha.
It
Everything was
a
in
natural.
tune.
Yes, exactly. And they manipulated it so that it's making money, so that they can dumb us down by all these frequencies in the air. I mean, in the
Sure.
air and in the ethers and everything.
Just a couple